Hey everyone,
Yo.
what's going on? We're at episode 6 of the season, guys. I almost went for the silent, but we crossed it out.
You know what I just noticed?
What did you notice?
I'm wearing the same shirt as last time.
Oh, I switched. I'm not doing the season shirt tonight.
Ugh,
Everyone's gonna
just
be mad.
noticed that.
I didn't get the memo.
And just like Dave said, we got another member.
Yeah, special member or slash guest, whatever we want to say. On tonight's episode, we'd like to welcome to the stage.
Wait, let me get some dramatic music.
Yep, bring it up. The music I can't hear until after this is recorded.
All right, it's going. Introduce him.
Now introducing Enzo Ramirez. Come on up, Enzo. Yes, Enzo. Why don't you just say a little bit about yourself, if you wouldn't mind? Tell all our friends what you do in the band and anything else that's interesting that you'd like to share.
Yeah, my name is Enzo, and I am the lead guitarist of the Seasoned Guys. Yes.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
And he keeps us youthful too, being the youngest member.
Yeah, I hope so.
Absolutely. Well, welcome. We're happy to have you tonight, man. And we've been saying for a long time we want to get another band member on this podcast, and everyone's like, I want to be on it, and then they're like, oh man, I got tied up for the night, and now this is great. You had availability. You could jump on out of your busy schedule, so we're happy to have you, man.
Yeah.
Chilling in your bedroom.
Yes, I am. I have a little desk set up, and I'm on my Mac computer. So, yeah.
Nice. Your background, the feng shui of your house.
Mm-hmm.
It has a. I don't know. I'm just feeling like highly positive. It's waking me up from my long day. I'm feeling excited. I don't know what it is. I just love it.
Okay, cool. Well, it's getting. You obviously you can't see it in here, but my house is getting renovated. Oh my goodness, we are just tearing up everything. So yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's been. It's been very loud in the morning. But
Is there any add-ons happening, or are you just doing new interior? Tell us more.
Just some, as far as I know, some changes. I know my grandmother lives upstairs, in the
nice
upstairs portion of our house, and she's actually going to be moving downstairs. So be causing us to remodel a bit, and kind of get the downstairs ready, for her to be. So
I thought you were adding a new studio.
I know.
I will. My studio is just my desk right now, but in the future, hopefully expand.
A studio that comes with drum mics and not Easy Drummer.
Maybe.
Nice. Now you can shred for your grandmother.
Exactly. That's why we're doing this.
That's awesome. I mean, keep the family entertained, rock it out. Can't go wrong with that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Love it, man. Love the support. So yeah, man. I mean, we've been doing this, as you know, we've been doing this podcast the last few weeks, seeing what kind of interest we can get out there. A lot of people have been tuning in, talking about a lot of different topics. I know tonight we'll cover some topics, some updates with the band, and we'll do the top 5 little activity that Brendan likes to do, and maybe we'll even do riff of the week, where we all pick a song where we're really feeling the riffs from, and we'll just kind of little banter, and get people excited about the season and what's going on. So what better way to celebrate this than obviously have you on the show and give us your perspective on things as of late, and maybe share some of your experiences with the band so far. I know you're it's recently new to the band, right? So, now's the time. Now is the time. You know what I mean?
That's tools. That's what he's
Now
gonna
is the
say.
time. I agree.
What was that, Brendan?
He's gonna say, "Oh yeah, those guys are tools."
Yeah. Well, it happens, um, So yeah, actually, not to put you on the spot, Enzo. Actually, to my point a few minutes ago, do you want to share any perspectives so far, or any thoughts about the band, or we've been playing a lot of shows lately. Any particular shows that you've enjoyed, or anything that's stuck out to you? We want to hear it, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first show, the Worcester Palladium show that I played with you guys, I think that was the one that was pretty cool for me because I never played there before. So that was pretty awesome. And just the sound of it, like the Worcester Palladium, is just like I played there.
That's rocket. Yeah.
Like and yeah, just kind of being in this band is cool because of like it feels like a step up in my musical journey, So from that perspective, it's been pretty cool, and being involved in everything as much as I am, in the band it's awesome. So I've been enjoying it for like 9 months.
Wow, almost a year. Wow,
yeah, 9 months.
Almost a year now. So yeah, I know time has flown. I thought about that today. I was like, geez.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Absolutely.
Any sound clips we can add there, Brendan? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Episode's like, what the hell am I doing here? That's awesome, man. Appreciate that feedback. I would agree. I definitely had a blast, in my opinion. Like, I had a blast at the Palladium. That was a great time. I mean, as you know, we've played a few shows there in the past, but it was good to get reacclimated to the venue, get in front of the Worcester crowd. It's always a great time when we play there. The people out there love that style of music with the hard rock and metal scene. I know Worcester has always sort of been a hub. I know Killswitch Engage really got a good start out there, and I think Springfield area and Connecticut and Worcester. So like it's cool always breaking into that scene again, and and seeing all the other bands that are in that part of that scene outside of like the Cambridge, Boston area too. So it's really cool to be a part of that heavy movement as well. And it's great to see that and they even have the Palladium outdoors. Like they do the outdoor gigs. Like they set up a stage. I think it's behind the Palladium, and like during the summer, and they set up like they have the Metal Fest, and then they have like some big nationals come through, and they got the downstairs, the upstairs, the outdoor fest. I mean, they've done a great job with that brand, and that crew over there. They book a lot, so it's just cool to see Mass Concerts and all the agents that work with that venue continue to grow and really keep that venue into that hard rock metal focus. But I also know they branched out into other genres too, with R&B and some of these other styles, which is really cool. They have different nights too. I mean, I know they've been doing that for a while, but I'm seeing it more often too. So it's great, man. They got it down to a science over there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Well, speaking of shows, I think I know we're kind of only 10 minutes in, but let's spread the love a little bit here. But we we have a show announcement. I mean, if you haven't heard already, kind of last minute, but we're excited about this. We were added on to a show in Providence, Rhode Island at Alchemy. This is our first time playing this venue. I've heard a lot of cool things about it. One of the agents, John, over there, welcomed us with open arms, and we're very excited to play down there with Extinction AD, the Outlords, and Horsefight. So we're very excited to play with these bands. I was looking them up. I know Extinction AD is actually on a tour right now. They got a really great following, and we're excited to play with them. All the bands have been like super engaging with our posts and the Facebook invites and resharing and everything. So it's going to be a great show when all the bands are engaged with each other and they take it serious. And then it's like, it's not the show like never talk to the bands and they show up and like they don't talk to you. It's not like that at all. This is exciting. You know what I mean? And we've not to be long winded here, but we've played Rhode Island before as a band. We've played Fett a couple of times. We played Mardi Gras, which I don't believe is still around anymore. We played Brendan. I forgot we played Casey's Tap twice in Pawtucket. Remember that?
Oh yeah, that was one of the ones on my birthday.
Yeah, we played there twice. I forgot about that, man. And I was just thinking about that the other day. I'm like, what other spots have we played in the Rhode Island area? And I'm like, Cranston, Marty, Fett, Providence. And then I'm like, oh, I totally forgot Casey's Tap twice. I don't even know if that's still there, but that's always been sort of the legendary club you go play back in the early 2000s. And it was cool. We got to play there a couple of times for sure.
Have you ever played Alchemy before, like in other bands?
No, I think Alchemy is. I don't want to give the wrong information, but I think it's fairly new over the last few years. I know there was Dusk too, but that just closed unfortunately. There was Dusk, Alchemy, Fett. I think there's also the Met. The Met's a pretty big venue down in that area too. I heard a lot of cool things about that venue. There used to be something called the Living Room. That was like a classic. That was like their Middle East in Rhode Island. I don't know if it's still there anymore. And then of course you got the Strand, which is the old Lupo's Heartbreak Hotel.
See,
you remember that?
Names, no, all these names is like nothing to me.
I think I might have heard of. I might have heard of the Living. I feel like that sounds familiar. Something like that.
I mean, Lupo's is like the equivalent of the Palladium. I mean, it's a big theater. I actually went to see a show there with my wife. I saw it was Gemini Syndrome and Five Finger Death Punch. And this is before we went on tour with Gemini. I went there to check them out to see what they were about. And Aaron unfortunately had something wrong with his voice. He had to go to a hospital in Rhode Island. And Mike was playing guitar at the time, the one we know, right? He did all the vocals. It was just Mike and all of them. He did the whole. I mean, like I think they shortened the set. It was like 6 songs, but they powered through and they sounded great. Still, they were tight. Yeah, Mike was doing all the duty for the vocals and guitars. But and Five Finger played, and dude, they were massive. Like they sounded loud. And seeing all that gear up on stage in a theater like that, because they're like more of an arena touring band as of late. It was an experience, man, and that venue is really cool. I mean, I hope we have the pleasure of being able to play there someday, like we've done with the Palladium. But it's a really cool place to play.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah,
yeah.
It's funny. You said Five Finger Death Punch played there.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. This was some time ago. This was back, I want to say 2011 or 12. Before the tour we went on, but Gemini was just like taking their step up. They were getting a lot of spins on Octane, but Five Finger was well established. I mean, I think actually I want to be careful of what we say here, but I think Five Finger started a little bit before us, or maybe around the same time, because I know they had signed with the 10th Street Management Group with Alan Kovac. And then they started blowing up because everyone knew Ivan from Motorgrader and all the other guys that were involved in other projects like Zoltan from UPO, which I love UPO, great band. But anyway, I'm going into a rabbit hole with this whole thing. It was just a great experience seeing that show. But with Alchemy, getting back to my original point, this is gonna be a killer show. If you're watching this, man, you gotta or gal, you gotta come to this show. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a night of heavy metal, man. God. I think tickets are $15, and there was some slight confusion at the beginning. The show is all ages. It's all freaking ages.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is gonna be great.
Yeah, that venue is like, I feel like I've heard of it like for so long, but I've never had the chance to play it. Like I've always seen like bands that are when I was in my old band, like obviously like bands that looked a lot bigger than me, being able to play that venue, and I was always like, dang, why can't I play one of those things? But it's cool. I'm really excited for that show.
Yeah, and it's funny, on the last podcast I said Brennan and I were talking, I brought it up because I was like, I'm just waiting for a phone call back from Enzo and Ian to seal the deal. To seal this deal of this show. And I got that phone call, I got that text from you. I'm like, motherfucker, we're gonna go. We're doing this. Woo!
Knock on wood, though, because we might be late.
Oh no,
he's gonna make it happen. He's taking a flight down. We're gonna charter the plane, right?
Absolutely. I'm gonna tell him. Yeah.
I was telling Dave though that's gonna be Labor Day weekend right there.
I know.
You might hit some traffic, but
yeah.
You think there's gonna be a lot of traffic going to Rhode Island at like 9 o'clock? Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be. Yeah.
I wonder, is there a train? Is there a train that goes to Rhode Island? An MBTA? Yeah, you would have to go to South Station too, unless there's an Amtrak station I think off of 95 128 before the exit. I think it's like near Newton Needham. I think on the, if you ever remember, if you're on that highway. Not that the fans want to hear all this background stuff, but anyway.
Yeah, how would he get home?
He could jump in one of our vehicles and hope for the best. You know.
Yeah, you guys better thank me. I have to work. I work then on Friday, and then I have to work in the morning at 8:30 in the morning. So
nice, dude. All right, so we'll be sure to give you some extra shots then.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
8:30. That's not bad at all. I used to go to work at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, remember what show? You know, I mean, there were many shows, but like we were playing some really late shows. And you literally we went to the space to drop off the gear, and then you just got in your car and you went back to U-Haul and you're like, dude, I'm working.
Yeah. I would drop off the van and go to work.
You're insane, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're in your 20s at that point, so
yeah.
Yeah, you're crazy. I actually remember we did the Upstage show in New York with Taproot.
Steak and Lube?
Steak and Lube, yeah. And you did the video on YouTube. And you like got back. I think we got back like what 4 or 5 a.m. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to bed. End of the video.
Yeah, I remember that. I think that's still on YouTube, isn't it?
It is. And we broke down in Barnstable, Mass on the way out there, remember?
Was it Barnstable? No, it wasn't
something like that. One of those areas out the upstate. But yeah, we broke down. The van broke down, but we ended up back on the road. I mean, what's new? Our van was always breaking down. Really.
And I told you what happened, like to my truck, right? So in the video, I say like, "Oh, a hose blew off and antifreeze is coming out," because that's what everyone was telling me. Oh, that's antifreeze. And then we brought it to a mechanic the next morning. Like, hey, we want you to check this out. We just want to make sure that we're going to be able to get back home to Boston. And he goes, "Well, I mean, it's not bad out. You're going to need your AC." It was Freon that was leaking.
So, yeah.
So, and actually, I drove up until I sold the van, sold the truck. I drove every summer without AC.
You're out of your mind, dude. You're out of your mind.
Couldn't afford to fix it.
Oh, dude, what about the tree that fell on that blue car that you had? Destroyed it, man.
Yep. I know. I haven't had very much luck with cars.
I mean, in the band too. I mean, you know, we got the story where the van broke down in Toulouse, Alabama, right after. Was that after the 10 years tour or 7 Dust tour? 10 years, right?
10 years. 10 years. Yeah. We broke down every day.
Yeah, you broke down. We broke down every day. We broke down one day. I think we said this to you, Enzo. We broke down one day, and literally we all jumped in, like, was it a U-Haul or some rental truck to get to the Varsity in Louisiana, to play that show. And actually, we were trying to look for a hotel room, I think, and all the hotel rooms were booked. I don't know if you remember that detail too. We were pretty much screwed that whole day.
So the U-Haul we rented was in Tennessee. It was the first show.
But we had to jump. Remember, our van died in the middle of the highway.
Yeah, so we jumped on the back of the guy's tow truck.
The tow truck, that's what it was. Yes.
So we had to get 2 tow trucks, one for the van and one for the trailer, because the other guy didn't have a ball or a hitch. So we all got in well, some of us got in the cab of the tow truck, and I think it was Andy and Jay, they sat on the bed of the tow truck on the highway, just holding on. And the guy's like, yeah, you're fine. You're fine over there. And we pulled up, and everyone was laughing. Oh, the 10 Years crew, the 12-Foot Ninja crew.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they made it.
No lie, I think I was laying on, like, the dash of the truck. I remember I was, like, squeezed in there somehow. I was laying across people. I don't know. It was really weird, but we made it though. It was crazy.
Yeah, I sat in between 2 guys, and it was a father and son. And the father goes, "Arr, arr, 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 arr." And I'm like, what did you just say? And the guy was like, oh, he wants to know if you're like in Alabama or Louisiana. And I'm like, yeah, it's very good. He goes, I'm like, it sounded like the guy from Waterboy.
Waterboy, yeah. And then to Toulouse, Alabama, at the end of the tour, the van finally was donezo. Jay ended up buying a Lincoln Navigator. What was it or something? Tell the story.
But so yeah, we broke down. They couldn't figure out what was the issue. It was electrical. They couldn't go through all the electrical in the van. So Jay bought a Lincoln Navigator because it was the only one with a hitch in the back, and yeah, drove back there.
You guys were down there for like another week. I had to take a flight home. I had to make a decision while we're all at Pizza Hut trying to figure out what our next moves were with our former manager. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm biting the bullet. I bought a $400 airplane ticket because my boss was emailing me. He's like, dude, you're going to be back. It was a Sunday. You're going to be back tomorrow in the morning. I'm like, I am in Alabama right now. We have no means of vehicle transportation. So I ended up going on a website to buy a plane ticket. Literally, I'm like, bro, I'm going to have to dig into the funds. And I spent like $300 to $400 on a ticket. I flew out of there, but I felt bad. I didn't want to leave anyone, but I had to be back for work. And all I got was hey, thanks for showing back up to work. That was it. But you guys were there for like a solid week after. I was getting pictures of you guys in Vox and like hot tubs, and you were hanging out. You were there for like another 4 or 5 days.
No, I think it was only like 2 days.
No, you were there long. Because I was saying, when are you coming home? I was wondering like when you were coming back. You were there for a while.
Yeah, I think it was only we went to the dealership the following day, and then we went back the next day, and then that's when we decided to buy the Lincoln
Navigator. Yeah,
and then it took like a few days to get back.
Jeez.
So the whole thing might have taken a week.
Yeah, in sequential order. I get it. Have you had any van issues or transportation issues in your other band, or?
I never got that far. We never got that far to getting a van.
Okay.
What happened to your guys' van? Did you just like?
We just left it there. We traded it in for the Lincoln.
Oh.
I think Jay was curious. I think he tried to call them back and ask them like, "Oh, did you ever figure out what the issue was?" It was a nice van too.
Did you keep the Lincoln or no?
Jay still has it, I think.
Oh,
He turned it into his family car. Yeah, I think.
He was
Oh.
gonna get rid of it and sell it, and they ended up keeping it and getting rid of another car. I think
Car
it's
with,
nice.
car with a story for sure.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So many stories with it, and I mean, we what two vans, Brendan? Been through two vans, the blue one, and then that one we were. Well, actually, we didn't end up buying that New Hampshire one, or did we? Well, Corey stored it. We never really used it, right?
yeah. He was. So we bought it, but there was so much to get done on it, and I remember I went and helped him like doing brakes and rotors, and then I did the wiring for the hitch and the trailer wiring, and then he was doing wiring to the center console and all that, and yeah, it had a lot of work to get done.
Yeah.
But the second one we bought for the 10 years tour, that one was the best. The conversion
Mhm.
van.
Yeah, the blue one.
Yeah.
Well, thank God for green vans. Today's sponsor. No, I wish. Green vans, legit. Like the Seven Dust tour with the green van, that was great, man. Like
We
I
had
really
problems with
enjoyed that.
too.
What? Remind me. What happened?
The trail lights kept shutting off.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to call them, and they had to walk me through what do you call it? Like it kept like shorting out something, so they gave me some ideas of how to wire it so it wouldn't keep doing that. So I had to do that while you guys were sound checking in West Virginia, I think. The last show with Gemini Syndrome.
Hmm.
So I was in
Oh
the
yeah, the
parking
one
lot.
off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I went to AutoZone. I came back. I was on the ground doing wiring, and people were showing up and like saying, "Oh, hey," and I'm like, "Yep, how you doing?" Kind of working.
Dang, even the green van broke down.
Well, I mean, it was just a wiring issue.
Yeah.
We did have a tire blow on us though on the trailer.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Green vans, I'd be expecting excellent.
So, Enzo, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
That's
What's your
scary
favorite?
opening.
What's your favorite song
My fit.
to play
Oh,
Oh,
of our songs.
I was
of
gonna
our
say.
song?
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, how could I possibly answer that? But our songs. I would say. Oh no, forgetting the name. But
Say little things.
But yeah, little things, of course.
No.
But the oh no, what's the one we play second after holding on? I forget.
Despair.
Oh, Despair. Yeah.
I like that one. That one's cool. I like how with I don't know who was like creative with this part. I don't know if it's Brendan or another guitar player, but I like how some of the songs aren't just using the low string constantly, and that it kind of move across the fretboard a bit. So that one's kind of fun to play in that regard. So and the solo's cool, but yeah, I like that one.
I think that was Anthony.
Okay.
I had the idea for the coming out of the chorus, coming out of the second chorus, I think, or the first chorus. It goes into that other part, or no, right before the chorus. It's kind of like a pre-chorus that we don't really. I can't remember the part of the song, but it's like
Oh yeah.
That's actually how I came up with the idea. I just mouthed it to Anthony. He goes, "Oh, got it," and he just played it. I'm like, "Yep, that's it."
Nice. That's awesome.
Nice, man.
Cool. It's a cool song. I like the I definitely love like the lead parts and I like the chorus too. Especially like the melody is pretty cool. So kudos on Jerome for that. Too bad he couldn't be here tonight, but next time.
I was watching that footage of us playing. I think you actually one of your family members took it. The footage at Taffeta of us playing Despair, and it was zoomed in on you doing the cool guitar parts. I was like, damn, that's a pretty cool video, man. I'm gonna cut that up and put it all over social. And I actually, it got like 4.5 thousand views in like 20 minutes on YouTube as a reel. Excuse me, on Facebook as a reel. And I'm like, damn, that's cool, man. Like, those reels like go in front of a lot of people very quick. But yeah, man, like I was really digging that. It sounded good. I like that. So it was like a 20-second clip. I'm like, that's perfect. That's going up on social media, man. You know.
Nice. That got how many views?
It was like 4.5K views on Facebook, and it organically like within 20 minutes.
Oh, nice. Well, that's cool.
You're on the spotlight.
I am in the spotlight. Yeah, that's cool. I know. I do have some cool photos and like videos. I gotta show you guys. They're all on my phone from like the last show and like some of the other shows.
Nice.
Yeah. Some good stuff. A lot of cool stuff my family is able to get for when they come out to the shows.
Yeah. Speaking of shows and tours, did you guys see the announcement? Pop Evil, Bad Wolves, they're going out on the road coming up. Did you see that?
No, I didn't. See
yeah, they're doing the Midwest and some of like Ohio and whatnot. Not really the East Coast, like Northeast, but I thought that was really cool. That's a cool lineup, Pop Evil and Bad Wolves. Speaking of Pop Evil, have you heard the new song? It's heavy. They're like going in a completely different direction, and I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah, I haven't heard it yet.
No, yeah.
And so the bassist, he was from, the bassist, and they got a new drummer now. They're both from Devour the Day. And they also both played in Egypt Central, that band back in the day. I don't know if you remember Egypt Central, but
I remember that.
Pop Evil's got all new members, like except one of the guitar players and bassist, and so it's great, man. It's great to see that band evolve because they were more like when they first came out, they were more like they were like in that Hinder Saving Abel space, like a little bit more straight up hard rock. But now, as of late, like they have more samples in their music, a little bit more double bass things going on. And now with the introduction of this drummer from Devour the Day, well, he sings in Devour the Day, but they're awesome, man. I recommend checking out. They're playing their. Damn, I wish I remember the single name. It's brand new. They're playing it on Octane. I'm like, wow, that's completely different for Pop Evil, and I love to see the evolution of that. They're like going in a really cool direction. I recommend it. Check out. Nice. Yeah. All right. Oh, that's great. Nice. I'll check that out.
Speaking of,
what do you guys have been listening to lately? Huh?
You were saying word from our sponsors. They're not our sponsors, but Sam Adams Oktoberfest is out. It's out.
Oh boy, here we go. Still August, and he's drinking Oktoberfest.
It's out.
And so we'll learn your love for this stuff.
Isn't that the commercial where? Isn't that the beer commercial right now where it's like a Bostonian or something? It's like, isn't it? I don't remember. Oh wait, no, maybe it's Bud Light. Forget it. But there's one commercial where it's like a Bostonian accent in it.
Oh, yeah, your cousin from Boston.
Yeah,
that's Sam Adams.
That's him. Okay, I was.
Yeah, and hat.
Okay. Oh, and hat.
The hats that say hat.
They got you for the ad. Good. Did you get money from that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Sean should be paying us for the hat representation, but I'm kidding, Sean. If you're watching this, which I doubt you are, but if you are, I'm only joking.
I had to look it up. Officialhathat.com. Hat.
Give them some love out on the Seasoned Guys podcast.
Yeah, we need sponsors.
We do. We got to get this thing up on Spotify too.
I
You know, if the people want to listen in, you know. You know, I'm just trying to think about some other shows that we can do, and I got some great guests in mind. Talking to a couple of people that might be interested in coming on to talk to all of us, which is cool. You know, between other bands and industry
Metallica?
people and stuff. Yeah, Lars is coming up. He's gonna be joining us on September. I don't know, 14th.
Just don't ask Megadeth.
No, I got Dave on speed dial. I can bring him on.
You just go, hello, me.
Yeah.
You want to do riff of the week?
Yeah, we could do riff for the week. Yeah, let's do it. Who wants to go first?
Riff of the week.
Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what that was.
I actually didn't prepare for riff of the week. I prepared more for top 5.
Top 5. Okay.
Right. But yeah, if anyone else wants to go, I gotta look up the name of it.
Enzo, you said you wanted to go first with the riff of the week?
Oh, sure. I guess so. Yes, I volunteer. There's so many.
Yeah.
But I would say the one that comes to my head, I was listening to it earlier, but Attack of the Dungeon Witch by He Is Legend.
Yeah.
That
riff,
riff,
I can see it.
That riff is amazing. I love it, and it's just when they play it live, it's the best. It's the best.
Nice, man. He Is Legend, which you just went to see not too long ago.
I did.
At Lowell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was gonna say too. What was your favorite Silent Season show? Oh, the one when we played with He Is Legend.
Oh yeah, true. Dang, I missed
that.
At Once Ballroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With While She Sleeps.
Absolutely. So funny. What a funny coincidence that was. That's
I know, that's crazy. Wait, before we move on, Enzo, you want to just give a little context about what we're talking about here?
Yeah. So a while ago, way back, this
you were a youngin'.
It's February 2020, right before the pandemic. I go with a friend of mine to see He Is Legend at the Once Ballroom in Somerville. And they are playing with While She Sleeps, and apparently they were also playing with Silent Season, and I had no idea. So I pretty much saw Silent Season at a show, didn't realize it, and pretty much 3 years later, I'm in the band. So that's
woo! See how it works?
Yeah, I know. So
did you actually see us play though?
To be honest, I probably didn't. I think that was one of the shows where I was like, "Screw the openers, man! I'm just going to see it."
I will say the crowd for the opening. I mean, again, before COVID, but the crowd was excellent before we jumped on stage. It was us, Savage Hands, He's Legend, and then While She Sleeps. I mean, the crowd was pumping right when we got on stage. I mean, a lot of people were there, and I'm like, wow, that's really healthy volume of people considering how early this is, you know. So a lot of people were there to see a great show, and it was, you know, it was fun. We had a lot of good time. We had a good time at that show. Saw a lot of familiar faces. A lot of people came out to the merch table, and the other bands were great. I really was digging Savage Hands too. Those guys were throwing down, like they were tight.
I was listening to them for a few weeks after that.
Yeah, they were great, man. I loved that band.
But at the merch table, one of the guys came up to us and was talking and everything. And goes, "Oh, so where are you guys heading next on the tour?" I'm like, "Oh, we're not on tour.
Home.
I'm going home."
Yeah, it was a good show. Shout out to what the hell is it? Wait, hold on.
Gerbils.
Crossroads
Pirates.
presents, which is part of Live Nation. They hooked that show up for us, and very thankful to Dustin and Alex on that one. So shout out to those guys. They put on killer shows in the Boston area, New England area. But yes, great story, Enzo, and such a small world. How so interconnected we are with everything, you know.
Oh yeah, very
So interconnected.
Interconnected. Put my glasses up. Mr. Monocle, are you going next, Brendan? Or
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Mine is coming up on my playlist a lot lately, and it's really good. Kill the Ache by Currents.
Ooh, Currents.
Yeah. They've been coming up a lot on my playlist, and that song's pretty dope.
I feel like I gotta get more into the. I know Currents. I heard some tunes, but like I gotta get involved and do my research with those guys. They're actually playing. They're playing Boston soon. I think they're playing with Monuments at. I think I saw it in Bands and Towns when I'm looking at shows to play. I think they're playing either Roadrunner, Big Night Live, one of those venues, MGM. They're coming around, man, or they already came around not too long ago. But yeah, nice.
I'll look it up right now.
Yeah, I think they're with Monuments, if my memory serves me correct.
You know, they're from
My
Connecticut.
memory. Are they?
Yeah.
We're in Connecticut, Hartford.
This is Newtown, Connecticut.
Newtown. Interesting. I don't know where that is. I don't know if that's closer to Hartford or New Haven or Mystic or.
Yeah, no idea. But I remember like back a long time ago, someone mentioned them to me, and they were like, "Oh yeah, they're a local band." Many years later.
Well, that's the same with like Our Last Night. One of my other projects back in the day, we opened for them up in New Hampshire. This was before they were like massive. And I just read the other day they're doing a Europe tour with Falling in Reverse, like a stadium one. I'm like, interesting. So those guys definitely grew up there.
There's no Boston show or Massachusetts show, so it must have already passed.
It must have already passed because I remember reading it. I'm looking at shows like, wonder if we could play that one. Do I know anyone? I definitely saw Currents and Monuments, but either way, that's cool, man. I didn't know they were from Connecticut. And I gotta get more into that and listen to those guys.
All right, what you got?
All right, this is a little bit of a kind of an old school throwback. I mean, this was part of my top 5 last week, but I'm going with "Falling Down" by 40 Below Summer. That's a riff and a half. That record, "Follow the Sun," man. Like, that's a great song, great record. I think I'm trying to remember either G. Garth worked on it or Toby. What's his last name? I forgot. The names are escaping me. I got to be better at this. But it was like some of the best new metal producers out there at that time in the early 2000s. But
Toby Keith.
Is it Toby Keith? No, come on, dude. What are you doing? I knew you were gonna get throwing me off, man. You're throwing me off. Dude, look it up. You're the fact checker. Come on, look it up. Follow the Sun. No, I lie. I can't believe I messed this up on one of my favorite bands. It's not Follow the Sun. It's Invitation to the Dance. That's the record.
Oof.
Invitation to the Dance.
Not a true fan.
Invitation to the Dance?
Invitation, like an invitation.
Yeah.
Who produced that? I can't believe I forgot that. We can't let Max or any of them see this.
You know, Invitation to the Dance is a 1956 film.
Ooh,
Mm. But
Brendan is now elected fact checker in this podcast.
But speaking of 40 Below Summer, as soon as you said 40 Below Summer, I just got like a mental image of Max during sound check at Wally's Pub. You remember that?
What about the McLovin thing?
Yeah, so Dave was running late, and we played with, well, we didn't play with 40 Below, but we played with Max's other band, Black Market Hero, and they were in the backstage, and they were like, you know what? He really does look like McLovin.
Fuckers.
So as soon as Dave came through the door, they're sound checking. They're in the middle of a song. He looks up and he goes, "Oh, McLovin!"
Well, at least McLovin gets, he's a drummer. You get the front row seats at the Celtics. He's loved by many, so I'll take that. I see a lot of positives in that. But it's Toby Wright. Toby Wright.
Okay, you beat me.
Is it? Do you see Toby Wright?
I just got to the Wikipedia page. It doesn't. Oh wait, here we go. Studio. It just says Gigi Goth, Sean
Gigi
Curran,
Garth. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is.
Sean
So-
Curran, and Steven Richards.
Sean Crane. That's the dude from. You know who that is? That's Clown from Slipknot.
Oh,
He worked on 40 Below Summer because they were part of No Name Management, and No Name was part of Elektra Music Group, and they had Slipknot, Mudvayne, I forgot who else, but then they signed 40 Below Summer. 40 was supposed to be like one of the next biggest bands like Slipknot. Unfortunately, Steve Richards, the guy that ran No Name, died, and everything kind of fell off that because 40 Below signed with Reprise, which is Warner Brothers, and they were trying to build a name like Slipknot, and it didn't happen. But Sean and all those guys helped 40 with some of the music video concepts and producing and things like that. So that's where that whole connection came in.
wow.
Oh, the more you know. I think his name is Steve Richardson. I said Steve Richards, which is
That's what it said on
Singer.
Wikipedia.
Steve Richards, right?
It said Steven Richards.
Steven Richards. That's what it is. Okay, so I didn't mess it up. Too many names to remember, man. Anyway, R.I.P. to Steve. Like, I don't want to talk ill about the guy. Yeah. So that is my riff. It's a great riff, great record. I highly recommend it. And I'm ready to get top 5 rolling. Top 5. Enzo just wants that top 5 to happen. I know.
oh, of course, I totally thought about it.
Dave, you can't hear it, but I added the music already.
Top 5. Top 5 radio voice.
Yeah. All right. All right. Let's see. So, did you see my top 5 requests, Enzo? Like,
Yeah.
not requests, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, since I won,
Bastard.
yeah.
Yeah.
My arm disappeared. Yeah. I got to pick the next top 5, which is gonna be top 5 comedy movies.
Okay.
And I have a huge list. I don't know how I'm gonna pick all these.
Dang. Enzo, I'm still in your line. Dang.
Dang.
Dang, man.
Dang, man.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 13.
Bro's coming with fire tonight. Oh,
I know.
man.
So this time we're gonna do the snake draft. So that means, like, since I won, I get to choose which spot I want to go in. I'll go first, just to Actually, I'll go third, just so I can show you guys how it goes. So,
Okay.
so Dave, you'll go. Actually, which one do you want to do? You want to do first or second?
Well, isn't it up to you since you won, or is you just picked the topic?
So I'm gonna go third.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay, so it's gonna go Dave, Enzo, me, then me, Enzo, Dave, and Dave, Enzo, me.
Oh, so it flip flops. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
sneak draft. And I'll write
Oh yeah.
down. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'll write down all of our things so we know who picked
Welcome
what.
to the snake draft.
Oh yeah.
Oh
It's
yes.
it's like fantasy football.
Yeah. Except there's no money involved. Sorry. Much like the music industry.
Yeah.
It's okay.
All right, Dave. What do you want to go with?
I'm gonna go with Liar Liar.
Oh.
Yeah. What a funny movie. Holy crap. That's a good pick. That's a classic. Yeah.
All right, Enzo. What do you got?
And are these in order, or are we just kind of like saying these? Like, is this like number one? Like,
So it's gonna be like your top 5, but like since Dave said liar liar, you can't say that pick.
I see. Okay. I'm gonna do Super Bad.
Ooh.
Perfect timing coming off a great topic as we just chatted.
You McMuffin. All right, let's see. Let me get back to my list. Going with Dumb and Dumber.
Whoa, that's a classic.
This. All right, let's see. Dumb and Dumber. All right, so back to. Oh wait, so I get another pick. Billy Madison.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of Billy Madison?
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Oh, you gotta see it. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, I'll watch it on the VHS when I get home.
That's actually what I watched it on. I watched it on VHS.
That hurts even more. That hurts even more. The word VHS. Oh my god. At least you didn't say beta. That's good.
All right, back to Enzo.
I will do 21 Jump Street.
Okay. Okay.
You can see Enzo's age.
Yeah, I was like, I'll choose something of this century.
Oh man, I like it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Wow. The heartburn's real right now.
I know, right? All right, Davey, what do you got?
I'm going with. I should have went with this first because it's like my all-time favorite. Office Space. That's if you're into the corporate world vibe, it's like it's up there, man. It has to be.
I had that on my list too, but
Yeah.
all right, you get to actually go again.
All right, I'm gonna go with The Hangover.
The first one?
Yeah, let's go with 1. Yep.
All right, and back to Enzo.
I'm gonna go with This Is the End.
Oh, I had that on my list too. That was like the hottest I've ever laughed in a movie theater before. I saw it when it came out in theaters. I was crying.
That movie's awesome.
Oh. All right, now I got my 3rd and 4th pick. Let me go back to my list. Oh, this is gonna be hard. So let's see. You already took this as the end. See, this is the thing. When I set up these lists, it's so much harder to pick one. You guys
What
just
happened to the 30-second timer? I thought we were doing the timer.
it's still under. All right. Ghostbusters. And for my fourth pick, I am stuck between two. Step Brothers. Oh, did we lose Dave?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
There we go.
Did you hear my pick?
I'm back. Say it again. Sorry.
So I
Step
picked,
Brothers?
Yep, Ghostbusters and Step Brothers.
Damn. Took one of mine.
Jeez, that was a long sigh.
That was a loud sigh.
Terribly depressed from this game. No, I'm kidding.
All right, Enzo, you're up.
I'm gonna choose 30 Minutes or Less.
I've never seen that one.
I don't know if anyone has heard of that one, but it's a pretty funny movie.
All right, Dave, this is your last two.
Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo. That's great.
Deuce. Bigelow, Male Gigolo. All right, what's your last pick?
I want to say this one movie, but I don't think I have the title right, so I don't want to go with it. I'll go with Pineapple Express. Let's close it out with Pineapple Express.
Alrighty.
What I really wanted to say was Meet the Millers, but I think it's We're the Millers.
Yeah, I think it is Where the Mill Is.
Yeah, so I'll go with Pineapple Express for the survey.
All right, Enzo, your last pick.
That was my last pick. We're the Millers.
Oh,
Dude, he's gonna get points over me. Damn it!
That's so funny.
Oh crap! How are we gonna do survey, Brennan? Can you do 3 rows for 3 people on the Instagram?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, cool. You can do the Facebook poll too. We can do the Facebook poll. Don't forget that.
I know. I didn't.
There's a lot of responsibility when it comes to podcasting. I'm telling you. Fact checking, poll creation.
A lot of work.
It's a lot of work, man.
I'm just trying to think of my last pick. I'm going. Oh, there's so many.
Final answer.
Put some music in. I'm gonna go with you sound so annoyed.
I'm not annoyed. No, I'm just breathing. I am a loud breather. No, I'm messing with you that time.
I'm gonna go with Spaceballs.
Oh wow. Okay. Nice. Classic.
Yeah. I mean that's most of my list. It's like all like old ones.
Yeah, that's cool. It's a good mix. Some new, some old, some in the middle. I love it.
Well, actually, yeah. Let me show you, or let me tell you what the other. So I had the Blues Brothers, Super Troopers, Old School, Team America World Police, Tommy Boy, Blazing Saddles, and Clue
Oh wow!
that were
I'm
still on my
surprised no
list.
one said something. Something about what is it, Mary?
Oh,
Whatever.
something about Mary. There's something about
Yeah.
Mary.
There's something about Mary. I'm surprised no one said that in this. I thought of it and I forgot to put it down, but yeah.
It's hard when you put it down, like when you put a list like mine together. It's so hard to like choose one and then leave one out. Like, which one do you leave out?
Right. That was fun. And we'll put the poll up, Enzo, and we'll see what everyone says. I lost last week. I was trying to go old school with the top 5 new metal bands, and more people appreciated Brendan apparently. So Brendan appreciated himself too with a vote for himself.
You voted for yourself too. I saw that.
True.
Because I had
I feel that. And then whoever also wins gets a gift card to Five Guys as well.
It's a hat.com.
Hat.com. Hat.com.
Sean, we're waiting for gift cards.
Yeah, Sean, come on. Where you at? We're gonna have to tag him into this.
Where is he?
He's gonna be like, what? He's like, you're podcasting?
Is he in New York?
He moved back to New Jersey with his family. Like he just got up and left and like didn't really even say bye to anyone. I get whatever. It happens. Life happens. So hope he's all right. You know, but and so oh, go ahead. What?
No, I had some music going.
Oh.
It was kind of like 90s like TV show, like Saved by the Bell, like kind of like music, like with something serious happens.
Yeah.
You'll hear it. You'll hear it in the final cut.
Excellent. I look forward to that. I was just going to say, I mean, Enzo, any parting words or anything you want to close out with that you would like our friends, as we don't call fans, our friends to know?
Yeah, I mean, you know, pull through for me in the poll. I want to win that Five Guys gift card. You know what I mean? That's what I would like. Oh, and we have a show. Yeah,
well, it's not Five Guys, the burger place.
It's not what?
Brendan's a funny guy here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's being funny. Yeah, we're trying to keep it at our age level, Brendan, but
I can't hear naughty words, okay? Please. Okay?
And so I'll by the way, I'll be parked out in front of your work tomorrow at lunch break doing another spy session. So if you're working the earlier shift, let me know.
Oh, not tomorrow. I don't work tomorrow.
Oh, today. I missed it today. That was my opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
A little inside joke. I work in the same area as Enzo, and there's like a couple of food places across the street, and if I stop by, I'll sit out in front of his work and take pictures and send it to him. I think I freak the hell out of him, but
lets me know he's watching. That's what. Yeah.
I figure let's close with that. What better thing not to close with? I mean, spying on Enzo.
Do you let this man talk to you?
I was like, what is he going with the one screen here? What's the deal? I know Brendan also has some things to tell the fans, Brendan and friends. Brendan, what would you like to share with us?
See you in Connecticut.
Rhode Island.
In Rhode Island. See you all over the world.
All over the world, soon to be, yes.
Wow, your snap sound weird.
Oh, it does? Yeah.
Feels like a door closing.
Well, Enzo, we're happy that you could join us. Hopefully you could join for another episode down the line when you're available. would love for you to come back on, and maybe we can all do like a Q&A with everyone on the line soon. But that would be great. We could live stream it if Brendan will hook it all up for us. Live stream out to all the pages. Another thing to add to the list, Brendan.
Yeah, we'll try that someday.
Someday. It'll be like episode 50. I can help look into it.
Well, we can even get every member on the show on the podcast.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's got to be buy-in before there's all that other fun stuff.
All right. Got the music going.
Anyway.
Again.
You got the music going again? Cool.
Yeah.
Good outro.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week for another episode of
Season Guys.
Thanks again,
Enzo. Vote for Brendan.
Thanks again, Brendan.
Vote for Brendan.
Vote for David.
See ya.
See ya.